All right, everyone, we're back again for yet another trash day. I actually have a lot of recyclables in the back, and I was going to drop them off, but I won't be able to do that kind of I would say the middle of this episode. Yeah, probably the middle of this episode. We got hit with a snowstorm last night, and I guess it kind of melted, but I was going to drop it off last night, and that just didn't happen. So it's going to be kind of crowded back there, but we're out here in the morning trying to find some treasure. We'll just throw the junk on top and then worry about it another time. But it's garbage day. Let's find some treasure. Trash picking with taco stacks. A little bit after a snowstorm. Temperature, 17 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't tell you the wind chill because I don't know if it's windy out there. But let's find some treasure. Let's make it a good one. Let's do it. It's pretty slippery out here. Feel weird not picking that up, but it's probably gonna fall right back over. Wow, this is bad. I'm also trying not to slip on the snow / ice. It's not too bad on the road. Well, up here it's not great, but it's really not great over there in that snow. On the right, you can see it. Nothing down there. Yeah, no, I'm sliding a little bit, so there's ice underneath all this. That guy's got the right idea. Just a little bit of a dusting. Use a snow blower, or leaf blower, I should say. That thing is pretty loud, considering that I have my windows closed and I can hear that. It's actually sounding louder across the road than it sounded right next to it. Weird way sound travels and booms off things. There's a lot of garbage out. There's not a lot of bulk. There's not a lot of extra things. It's almost like everyone just put out one garbage bag and that was it. I just saw a Christmas tree to my right. I won't swing you around too quick because it'll make you sick, but yeah, it's just like one or two items. That's it. No couches, no furniture. It did start snowing like yesterday around 3, so it wasn't really a great time. Or if you got home from work, you really want to lug something out. And it snowed all the way until it got dark out. Nothing over there. I think last week on the right, I picked up a washing machine right in front of where that blue car is. Yeah, it's like right over here. Well, nothing this week. I feel like I just have to take something. I'm getting anxious. One aluminum screen. Tell you what, you step on that snow, fills in the grooves in your, I was about to say your tire, in your shoes, and you kind of don't have any grip. No different than driving around in snow. I know, I almost slipped just getting into the van. I'm halfway in it. Huh? We got a piece of furniture on the right. Oh, can't see it now. And there's another piece of furniture on the left. Oh, that's a sink. It's a sink in the vanity. Oh. The furniture on the right was a coffee table. Which I would say, out of all the tables out there, a coffee table is probably the least desirable table on the secondhand market. I don't know what about it, but I've never sold one in my entire life. I used to always pick them up too, because I always thought they were nice. They were large tables, and nope, never worked out. Person's pick up their trash can, fell over. Alright, at the recycling place, I guess I can finally drop off all this paperwork and stuff. Thankfully. It's just empty cardboard boxes. I just throw that over? No. chilly. All right, well, I guess since copper price kind of went up, I think I'm going to bring in some copper. At least I think I have some that's in the garage, but there wasn't really a lot out for treasure. You can probably even go ahead and take out this salt. But we're going to make a run, I think, to the metal yard. Oh, I got to drop off these clothes. I got rid of the recyclables, but I didn't drop off the clothes. Shucks. You got to put those in bags. That's a bag right there. All right, well, we're going to make something out of something today. I think so. This is kind of my... See, snow makes everything look ugly. I think that has all metal in it, but I'll get my gloves a little dirty. I can't wait till it's warm. We'll load up some metal. Let's hope to try to get $50. I'm going to try to get to 50, so I think that's going to be possible. Maybe I'll bring brass instead of copper, but we'll make some money, clear up some things, and take you guys along. Yeah, all right. Put this away. Anyone needs salt out there? I don't know why, but they stored it in this. It was kind of a genius idea. If anyone out there is thinking about storing salt and you don't want to move those big plastic bags that weigh like 50 pounds, get a couple of these. If you have dogs or dog treats, well, hopefully if you have dog treats, you have dogs, and vice versa. But you don't want to have one or the other. You need both. All right, anyway, let's get a move on. All right, so I'm going to head over to the metal yard now. Going for that $50 mark. I think I'm going to hit it. Decided to bring over 2 things of copper, two pipes. I filled this one up pretty good, and I'm going to bring over brass and some aluminum. The aluminum piece that I forgot to bring in the other day, I'm going to bring that in, and then this one pot. I do have one more television has to go in. But we're going to run over there. The wind picked up, and it got super, super cold. But hopefully this trip's going to be worth it. Hopefully I'll be able to get out of this driveway. I surely think I should. It's the first time I actually parked back further into my spot. But that should be fine. Alright, on the way to the metal yard, I just dropped off clothes. I didn't realize how expensive Pennsylvania gas is compared to New Jersey gas. Got gas the other day, it was $2.73 in Jersey. It's $3.19 a gallon here in Pennsylvania. I remember a couple years back it was like that, and then I thought they put in some sort of tax on gas in New Jersey to raise the price. But yeah, almost, well, if my math's kind of correct, it's around 50 cents there. 50 cents a gallon is a big difference for literally just jumping over the river and going a mile. Or going from here, for a 3 or 4 mile difference, it's kind of crazy to think about that. But yeah, 50 cents a gallon difference, wow. Anyway, dropped off clothes. On the way to metal yard, the van's finally getting cleaned out. Finally getting cleaned out. It's been a mess the last week. That storage unit, and the ice, snow, and recyclables. Can't go there, can't go here. Alright. Looks like this place is getting cleaned up a little bit. Oh, do they have more air conditioners? Oh my goodness gracious. It looks like that's what he's doing. He's moving more air conditioners. That is remarkable. I think I talked to him. He said something like they got 9 trailer loads, or what was it? 9 or 29? 29 sounds like more like, and they were expecting, I think, 6 or 7. So imagine getting 29 trailer loads of air conditioners when you're only in contract, most likely get 6. It must have just worked out for all the parties that they're like, yeah, just keep sending more and more. No one knows the backstory on it. I'm not going to dive too much into it because I don't know it. But it'd be really cool to get that kind of contract. I'd spend a lot of time taking apart air conditioners. A lot of time. Man, that brass really, I think I got $32 for that. I think I saw on the sheet. They don't give you a paper slip over there if you bring over a light iron, so everything's on the computer and they send it over to the office, so when you get paid. So you don't actually see what you have unless you can see on the computer as they're doing it. But I think I got like $32 for that brass, which I think we made it to our $50 mark. I think it was like $60 for everything. Now over here to the iron pile. I'll drop stuff off. I gotta make sure I'm on the scale. Had that problem the other day where I was too far back on the scale. Looks like I'm on it. I'll drop off stuff over here. hopefully not get a flat tire. That's never a good start to the day. Voila, $76. I like bringing in a lot of different stuff because it kind of makes this sheet look filled out and looks like I kind of know what I'm doing. However that makes sense, to me, I'm kind of impressed by it. Rather than just throwing everything in one lot, one area, when you separate it, it kind of makes you feel smart. I don't know, it's just stupid stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I brought some copper to some copper tube piping. Only 3 pounds of that, but you guys can see copper price is it's pretty decent. $3.80 for like probably 10 feet of copper. I thought it was number 2 copper, but he gave me number 1 price, which is really, really nice of him. Usually whenever it has any like extra stuff on it, they'll give you. One of the things with copper is, like, if it's oxidized or has any sort of residue on it, sometimes they'll give you number 2 price. Realistically, they're only supposed to give you number 2 price if there is solder on it, but if it's got like a lot of defects going on, it has extra junk, sometimes the scrapyard's not going to really know. It's going to assume that you think that it's number 2. They're going to think it's number 2. But an honest scrapyard will probably give you number 1. So the scrapyard gave you number 1. Some places also, if you don't have it cut up into, I think it's 4-foot lengths, they will say that it's not prepared enough for them, because they usually put them into boxes rather than make bales out of them. So they put them in these big Gaylord boxes, so they have to be prepped enough to fit in there. They do that a lot with stainless steel. So just be aware of that if you bring in scrap metal. They want to be prepped in a way where they can ship it out without having to do much work to it. So yeah, anyway, next thing, copper wire. That was that bucket, $16, 16 pounds. Braunlov light iron, that was all just junk that was kind of in the back of the van. Screws, bolts, just junk. Really was junk. Some sheet aluminum. That was that hood from the other day, the grill hood. Brought that in, so I got $4.80. And then of course the yellow brass, which always pays a lot. I don't come across a lot of it if it's not during auction season. During auction season, when you buy contents, whether it be to a garage, a shelf in the garage, maybe a cabinet, I do come across a lot of like small yellow brass fittings, couplings, hose nozzles that might be broken, so that goes in that pile. But I don't come across a lot of it during the winter months when I'm not at auction. So $32 for that bucket, which is really nice. But aside from that, kind of a shorter episode. Trash picking just wasn't it today. However, it was fun to get out here and actually make some money. So $76. It's a lot better than making like $8 or $9 coming here. 76 bucks is definitely gonna go a long way to be able to create more content on the channel, pay for some gas, and be able to do more fun videos. So thanks for tagging along. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below, and of course, catch you guys next time for next video. Hopefully it stays like warm this week, because I'm tired of the cold. But catch you guys next time. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.